Hello everybody, I'm SJM. Welcome back to Vault Hunters. We're going to do a quick little update video here for the, mid-early game. Well, yeah, getting towards the end of the early game here, where I consider, up to level 20 being the early game. So I've managed to finally build myself a house. We've gone with azalea theme. Goes well with some granite as well on the floors. I never really used granite before, but between the different mods, we've got some different textures we can get out of it. So it's a little bit. I'm not super sold on it, but I like it as well. I've got some of these plating, which is just some iron, as well as some of the polished vault stone in the different flavors, as well as trim for my rooms or for my house here. So I've got a little vault player gem storage area here. I do have all 9 of them now. I just haven't gone ahead and broken my one-off Gorgonite here yet because I'm a little bit afraid it'll drop a nothing and then I won't be able to do my upgrades that I wanted to do. For my storage solution, I did go with simple storage. I was going to go straight into refined storage, but I think just the upgradability of the colossal chest, which is the other thing that I went with, as well as the simple storage. I think I can avoid going into refined storage until we get well into the mid game, and then at which point I can decide if it's going to be feasible to actually get the automatic genius skill research, because this does cost 100 points to get. So it's one of those things that I really don't know if we can get it. If we can, then definitely refined storage will be something that I want to get moved towards. But for the early game, and definitely will service even right into the late game, I think Colossal Chest is just going to be fine. I've built a 4 size colossal chest, so 4x4x4, which gives me 1,700 slots in there. And at this point now, I've used up, well, we're looking at about halfway, and that's, doing some maintenance as well, right? Keeping up on, keeping our stack sizes down, compressing blocks down where we can. The only thing we can't really compress is this vault cobblestone, but for anybody that doesn't know just yet, things like you can always take something out and try it, right? So rotten flesh actually does craft up into rotten flesh blocks, which then you can break down again, and they don't compress past that. So, but it is a handy way to, keep a little bit of a handle on your storage situation. Getting up there on the vault nuggets, and then as everybody right now in update 4.1, chromatic steel is the great big limiting factor. So as such, I don't have all of my stations built. So most notably the Vault Forge I haven't been able to create yet because I just don't have the steel. Not only, well, I would easily be able to make it, but then using the steel in it to create some of the armor pieces is where the big bottleneck goes. Same with doing anything very much with the tool vise here. I did make a vault pickaxe and I broke it trying to get my first upgrade, so that cost me an extra 12 chromatic steel there that just kind of went poof into nothingness because it broke on my 3rd click, right? I did put just mining speed upgrades on here, as well as a quick jewel that I had found in one of the village trading rooms. So this is now a super fast breaker of blocks and spawners being the big thing that we want to break quickly, right? So I'm pretty happy with my quick boy pickaxe there. At this point, I'm up to 4 pouches at the moment, and saving up to get my double pouches is the next research that I'll be going for. So I've got 2 knowledge stars made, and I'm halfway towards getting another on the knowledge essence. So almost there. Maybe the next couple of vaults that I run, I'll be able to pick up that double pouches mod, and then I'll be able to combine these 4 pouches into just 2. So I've got this one set up with a bunch of the common stuff, this one with the rest of the common stuff, a pouch here with some of the things I like to carry around in the vault. Actually, I should probably add a shovel, although it does need to be repaired a bit. That's fine, we can add it in there just in case we need it. A small bit of gold, a couple of eyes of ender, some extra building blocks. I do carry scaffolding as an extra building block because they're just super fast to get up when we need to get up. And I do have the Stonefall ability for going down because I cannot MLG for the life of me, so I think I mentioned that in the last video. Carry a netherite axe now that I have picked up the haste, so I do have haste 1 now, speed 2, and then all these other skills are the same as they were before. I did pick up hunter and stonefall since the last video, but just 1 heal, 1 dash, 1 vein miner with the fortune, and that's where we're at with all of the skills here at level 13. Next things I'm looking to upgrade is getting vein miner up a little bit higher, just to make it a little bit quicker going through the ore POIs, as well as a mine room if we ever find it. That'll help there. Healing needs to go up a couple of points so that we can reduce cooldowns on it. And the next points I'd probably be looking at would be going over here for strength, maybe to get a little bit extra damage going, so we can get 6 points we could spend into strength for sure, going up into level 20 plus the other upgrades that I want here. We'll do a quick look at some of the farms that I've got another wandering trader kicking around here somewhere. Always check out the wandering trader. Actually, he's invisible and he's right here. I have no idea what this Tome of Enchanting is for, but we can find the Dark Utilities things, Vector Plates, and the big one being the Player Damage Plates for automating some mob farms if we want to. So I think I showed this off in the last video. I've got a general mob farm there. Just doesn't do Enderman. I've got my iron farm here, which is currently turned off because I've got as much iron as I need for this time right now. All my manual farms are down here. Actually, I don't have my elytra on. So just the 4 basic crops. Well, 5, 6, 7 basic crops there. 8 with the sugar cane. I've got another row of sugar cane down by the ocean down there as well. And then I've had to move my villager trading hall because I got a second raid, which again wiped out all of my villagers down there. So in this room here, I've got my netherwort farm. And then my villager trading hall now lives down here, where it's a little bit more protected from the raids if I do get one. Although I think without having the trapdoors covering these guys, it's still susceptible to a random villager spawning down there and just going to town and killing all of them again. But between my breeder, which I got up here, and well, the breeder itself just spits out an enormous amount of villagers, so the breeder's just good enough, right? 4 beds and a crop farm with a single farmer in there. Works perfectly. I've got a nether portal going to the nether roof where I've got 2 nether farms set up, one for gold and one for wither skeletons. So we'll go up here. This is a inefficient quote-unquote farm. It's good enough for now. We get tons of rotten flesh, which I trade with my clerics to get a passive bit of emerald generation that way, and gold as well, where if I got a... Oh, I clicked and I didn't mean to click. Got an AFK platform way up at the top there, right? At the build limit. This will be easy enough to fix. Just go here. And get my carpet back on top. But here's just a 23 high drop for the pigman. Then up there I've got an AFK platform, and these are each what? There's a 3x3 hole and then 12 rows of magma blocks out each way for that farm there. And then we'll go and take a look at the wither skeleton farm over here. All of my farms, I get the ideas from Shulkercraft channel, and he gives credit to the actual farm designers on there. So I think Shulkercraft actually designed the gold farm himself, and this wither skeleton farm is actually a design by ENX04. So we've got 2 portals here, 2 portals in the overworld, and we just idle here for, it takes, you know, about 90 seconds for the wither skeletons to start pouring in here, but when they do start pouring in, it's pretty much a non-stop stream. So this is where I get my experience as well for fixing up all of my mending tools that I use. So I just stand here with a looting 3 sword, kill the wither skeletons, get skulls and experience, infinite coal, infinite the withered bones, which we can use for bone meal if we want. It's a really handy farm for sure. So yeah, check out the Shulkercraft channel if you want farms, because he not only will, you know, make his own farms and give credit to the people who actually designed them, but he also, on a lot of the good farms, will give them like different looks and ratings for, you know, how easy they are to build and production rates and all that kind of good stuff there. So I'm going to keep running some vaults. We're going to get into that now. I'm actually live streaming at the moment over here on YouTube, so if you want to catch some of those, definitely click the notification bell to get notified when I do go up. Not doing too bad on the relics, but not too great either. And I think I do have, oh, I ended up with 12 extras. No, I don't have 12 extra scaffolding. In fact, I lost 1 scaffolding, but that's fine. Oh, just 2 mystery boxes. I'm not going to bother opening them in the video here. That's not too exciting. No pogs, obviously, out of the mystery box. Otherwise, I would have this storage inventory upgraded to the crafting version. And from there, I don't really have a lot of use for pogs, which is why I haven't broken down very many of these yet. But we'll see moving forward, because I think I'm looking at doing one of the big mods next. I'm not sure if it's going to be thermal, Botania. I don't think create right now, because I'm perfectly happy doing the manual farming for right now in the early game. We might look at doing create sort of into the mid game when we do need more massive amounts of things in our vaulter. But anyways, that's everything I wanted to cover in this. I do appreciate you checking out the video, and we will see you in the next one.